393 Roman Emperor Theodosius I proclaims his 9-year-old son Honorius co-emperor. 909 Bulgarian Saint John of Ruler Saint Ivan performs the miracle of the 2 pies, uses 2 pies to feed the poor. 971 War Elephant Corps of the Southern Han defeated at Zhao by crossbow fire from Song Dynasty troops forcing the Southern Han state to submit to the Song Dynasty. First regular War Elephant Corps in the Chinese army. In 1265 First English Parliament not summoned by the monarch formally convenes. In 1368 in a coronation ceremony, Zhu Yuanzhang, aged 40, ascends to the throne of China as the Hongwu Emperor, initiating Ming Dynasty rule over China that lasts for 3 centuries. Titulus Regis 1484 Parliament of English King Richard Roman III opens, passes Titulus Regis, Richard's right to the throne. In 1490 first printing of Ramban Sr. Gemel. In 1546 having published nothing for 11 years, Francois Rabelais publishes the Tiers Livre, a sequel to Gargantua and Pantagruel. In 1550, second version of the Book of Common Prayer becomes mandatory in England. In 1556 Shaanxi Earthquake, the deadliest ever recorded, kills 830,000 in Shaanxi Province, China. In 1570 the Regent of Scotland, the Earl of Moray, is assassinated, triggering a civil war. In 1579 Union of Utrecht signed by Northern Habsburg counties of Holland and Zeeland, and provinces of Utrecht and Groningen, marking the beginning of Protestant Dutch Republic. In 1631 France and Sweden signed the anti-German Treaty of Bärwalde. In 1637 Dutch Governor Johan Mauritius lands in Pernambuco, Brazil. Battle of Leeds 1643 New model army led by Thomas Fairfax captures Leeds for the parliamentarians in the English Civil War. Lettres Provinciales 1656 French philosopher and theologian Blaise Pascal publishes the first of his Lettres Provinciales. In 1668 England, Netherlands, Sweden sign Triple Alliance against French. In 1719 Liechtenstein becomes a member state of the Holy Roman Empire. Messier adds to his catalogue 1779 French astronomer Charles Messier catalogues M56 globular cluster in Lyra. In 1781 Niccolò Piccinni's tragédie lyrique opera Iphigénie en Touride Iphigénie in Tours first performed by Académie Royale de Musique at the Paris Opéra. In 1789 Georgetown, the first US Catholic college, is founded. In 1793 Humane Society of Philadelphia is organized first aid society. In 1793 Prussia and Russia sign the Treaty of Grodno, later known as the Second Partition of Poland, ceding large portions of Poland to their bigger neighbours. In 1795 War of the First Coalition, French cavalry captures 14 Dutch ships and 850 guns near the port of Den Helder, rare instance of cavalry capturing a fleet. In 1796 Armand-Gaston Camus becomes chairman of the Council of 500. 1812 7.8 earthquake shakes New Madrid, Missouri. In 1833 Joseph Pease becomes the first Quaker to be admitted to the UK Parliament on his affirmation. In 1845 uniform US election day for President VP authorized. In 1846 Tunisia becomes the first Arab nation to outlaw slavery in decree issued by Ahmed Ibn I. First woman earns US medical degree 1849 Elizabeth Blackwell becomes the first woman in the US to earn a medical degree, graduating from New York's Geneva Medical College. In 1849 US patent granted for an envelope-making machine to Jesse K. Clark and Cornelius S. Watson. John Wilkes Booth baptized 1853 John Wilkes Booth is baptized at St. Timothy's Protestant Episcopal Church. In 1855 First bridge over the Mississippi River in what is now Minneapolis, Minnesota, opens, today known as the Father Louis Hennepin Bridge. In 1856 American sidewheel steamer SS Pacific leaves Liverpool, England on what becomes her final voyage, lost at sea en route to New York with 186 on board. In 1859 Mauna Loa volcano in Hawaii begins an eruption that lasts 300 days. In 1860 Agustin Harrasthi, the first vintner in Sonoma Valley, California, imports 10,000 grapevine cuttings. 1865 Jan 25th Battle of City Point, Virginia James River, Trent S. Reach. In 1870 Maria's Massacre, approximately 200 Pecan Blackfeet Indians, mostly women, children, and elderly men killed by U.S. Army in Montana Territory, spawning outrage and preventing the military from regaining control of the Bureau of Indian Affairs. 1-2. In 1879 U.S. National Archery Association forms in Crawfordsville, Indiana. First non-segregated U.S. hospital. 1889 Daniel Hale Williams forms the Provident Hospital in Chicago, the first non-segregated hospital in U.S. In 1894 G. W. Bunbury of Dublin sets shorthand record of 250 WPM for 10 min. In 1896 Edward MacDowell's second suite in E Premiers. In 1897 Elvira Heaster is found dead in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, resulting murder trial of her husband, perhaps only case in U.S. history, where the alleged testimony of a ghost helped secure a conviction. Emilio Aguinaldo President. 1899 Emilio Aguinaldo is sworn in as President of the First Philippine Republic. Lesund fire. 1904 Norwegian coastal town of Lesund is devastated by fire, leaving 10,000 people homeless and 1 person dead. Kaiser Wilhelm Roman II funds the rebuilding of the town in Jugendstil style. Great Paris pressure. Belgium. 1908 US and UK demand an end to atrocities in the Congo under King Leopold. Roman II rule, prompting Belgium to annex it. In 1909 first radio rescue at sea using the CQD distress code by the British Royal Mail steamship Republic of Nantucket Island. In 1912 the International Opium Convention is signed at The Hague. The Young Turks. 1913 the Young Turks lead a coup d'état against the Turkish government, assassinating Minister of War Nazim Pasha. In 1916 temperature falls from 44 F7C to minus 56 F49C. Night of 23-24, Browning, Montana. In 1920 Dutch refused to turn over ex-Emperor William Roman II of Germany.